It was during World War II that a little respected machine called the helicopter began its journey into Army aviation history. The Army took delivery of its first helicopter in May 1942. The Sikorsky YR-4 didn't fit the accepted vision of a combat aircraft. Military aviation to most people meant high-speed single-engine fighters and massive multi-engine bombers. The helicopter was the ugly duckling, but it quickly proved how useful it could be. In April 1944, Lieutenant Carter Harmon of the 1st Air Commando Group conducted the first combat rescue by helicopter. He picked up 3 wounded British soldiers behind Japanese lines in Burma, his YR-4 straining to gain lift in the jungle heat. And in October 1944 came the most ambitious use of helicopters yet, Project Ivory Silk. It was a top-secret project to create floating machine shops for the repair of damaged aircraft in the Philippines. 6 Liberty ships were converted to handle the repair work, and they were outfitted with landing pads for Sikorsky R-4s and R-6s. The helicopters would pick up downed pilots and ferry mechanics and aircraft parts back and forth from the island airfields. Observing the comings and goings from the Liberty ships in Manila Bay, an Army commander, Lieutenant Colonel Clyde Grant, asked the obvious question: could these aircraft pick up his wounded soldiers in the mountains of the Philippines? They could, and they did, dodging enemy ground fire to ferry a total of 70 wounded soldiers over 35 miles of jungle to Army hospitals in Manila. This simple idea was the origin of Dustoff, which remains one of Army aviation's most noble missions to this day. In Korea, organic Army aviation became truly essential to our ground forces. Small, lightweight planes used for observation and transport tirelessly flew in and out of makeshift, rough-hewn strips. Army pilots would even use snowy roads and open fields, anywhere they could land and take off quickly. Helicopter pilots flew resupply missions into mountainous areas. They also evacuated wounded soldiers to forward area treatment and surgery units. Captain William Brake set the record of 900 casualty evacuations during his 14 months in Korea. Pilots mastered new tactics, techniques, and procedures under fire, then passed on what they learned to other Army aviators and senior leaders. When the Korean War began, the Army had 57 helicopters. By the end of hostilities, they had more than 600. The Korean War proved to everyone that helicopters were the ideal platform to provide versatile ground support from the air.